Hey there, Tracy here with another video for Kendra's Card Challenges number 18 with sketches number 3 and 14. Let's jump right into the video. And if you don't remember or you've never been, Kendra's Card Challenges is a challenge where you make 15 cards out of 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper, and in this case 18 cards because you get 4 cards out of number 6, but I digress, and you enter your cards to win prizes. So in today's video, I'm going to show you what we're making for our super sponsor hop. And our super sponsor for today's hop is none other than Cat Scrappiness. Thank you, Cat. Okay, so hi, here I am. So I've got these things sent to me by Cat. And this is a fun little kit. Will craft for supplies. Will work for craft supplies. And it's the husband and the wife. And trade husband, low on craft supplies, anything helps. My husband said if I buy more craft supplies, he'll leave me. I'll miss him. All can fit into the sign. And then there are the papers. So these are 6x6 pattern papers. Of course, the whole package is more than enough to make the Kendra's Card Challenges. So we've got the little people and little craft supplies, and these are double-sided, so there's a pattern on the second side. And we've got the little craft supplies again, kind of more in pinks, and a little yellow background. We'll be using that today. Here we've got a white with, pastel-y colors and a pink pattern paper background. And we've got these little people, and I'm going to fussy cut a couple of those little guys. So I'm not going to be coloring the guy today. And then we've got this beautiful gingham on the back side. We'll be using that paper today as well. Then we've got this blue pattern with these little scissors, and then we've got this teal color. And on the back side, we've got the little sayings that you could fussy cut, and I'll be using the teal paper today as well. So in today's video, I'm going to be working with sketches number, let's see, that's sketch 14 and sketch 3. It's too small for me to see, and that's real dark, but it's sketch number 3. And of course, I'm going to change these up to fit my needs and fit my stamps that I've got here, because these are pretty good size. So I'm going to stamp out the lady. I'm going to stamp her out twice, and because I want to do 2 cards, and I'm going to color, and I'm going to speed color, and while I'm stamping and then coloring, we'll go ahead and talk about the challenge. And just first of all, today's video is part of a hop, and there is a playlist listed in the description box below so that you can just click that and watch along with the rest of the hoppers. And there's also a giveaway, so if you follow the link, and you can enter into each hop giveaway for multiple chances to win. And just fill out the information, and then if you do the card challenge, you do need to enter your cards into the InLinkz party, which is also listed down below. And if you want your cards showcased, then you need to also enter them on the Facebook group so that Kendra can grab them and put them in her quarterly showcase or monthly showcase, or whichever she's doing. So I'm just coloring a little face here. And listen, friends, I'm not a professional colorist. It's still learning, but sure having fun doing it. And I am using a combination of Ohuhu markers and Arteza markers. So we'll just color in her little jeans, and this is, like I said, speed coloring. I think I have it sped up 8 times, maybe 20 times. I don't know. I have it sped up anyway because I want to spend the time making the card. So just getting kind of some shadows and stuff into her jeans. Now, to play along with Kendra's Card Challenge, you do need to become a member of her Patreon. And there is a free membership, so there's no cost to you at all. You just need to sign up for the free membership. And once you have, that's where you can download the PDF to print out for the Kendra's Card Challenges. But just to let you know that there are spit it out, T. There are I can't spit it out. There are other levels of Patreon memberships where you get more benefits. So definitely check that out over on kendrascardchallenges.com. So I'm filling in her hair with sort of an ochre yellow and then coming in with some little dark colors, brown, kind of more browns, just to kind of get some shape into her hair. And I like to think of these as before and after me pictures, except for the after pictures should be about, I don't know, 8 times wider. Anyway, I digress. Let's get some little teal color on her shoes here. And then I'll color in her lips. Now, I'm going to use a pencil to do her cheeks. I like to use pencils for cheeks. And then I'll kind of clean it up with a beige pencil just to kind of make sure it's blended out. Get her little pencil behind her ear colored. And she's about done, just adding a little bit of cleanup there around the edges where my markers bled. So now you can see how I have colored and stamped the other one as well. And we stamped out the sentiments onto the signs. So there's the 2 little guys that I had fussy cut out. So we'll start with sketch 3 here. And the way I'm putting this together is that all of these sketches are super easy and doable, friends. So, it's well worth it, especially if you can't think of, what to do. You're tired of just plain old cards. Look to sketches to kind of help you. Notice I cut that too long. To kind of help you get inspired. You can follow them exactly, or you can, zhoosh them up the way you want to. So I'm going to put this layer down onto a little white matte layer. Everything going according to this sketch so far. Pretty soon is where we're going to change it up. First of all, I'm going to pop this up just to add a little bit of extra to the card. And this is just some 1mm foam tape, so it's not going to be popped up super, super high, just a wee bit. Okay, and then, see, in the sketch calls for a little banner there, but her sign's going to serve as the banner. So that's how that's going to work. And I'm going to put the little guy on here somewhere. I think I'm going to glue him right down to the sign. The little husband, small husband. This is me now. No, I wouldn't trade Mike for anything in the world. Mike, if you're watching. If you're not watching. I like to razz that guy. I do. He supports my crafty hobby very, very kindly. And I support his junkin' hobby. He's a junker. Not junk journals, junk. He likes to drive around and look for junk. And, he makes a couple bucks at it, so I'm not mad. Retired, you gotta find something to do. So I'll sit her down here. And I'm just going to give her a little bit of a shadow here with my little Stabilo Carbothello chalk pencil, and then I'll blend that out here with a blending stump. And it's a little too dark, so I'll lighten it up with an eraser, actually. Just so she doesn't look like she's standing in midair. That's good enough. I'm happy with that. So there is sketch number 3. And let's go ahead and work on sketch number 14. And so that one calls for an oval, but I don't use an oval because, well, I've got my gal here. So, and I could put her on an oval if I wanted to, but I'm just going to put her on a rectangle. So I'll do the little strips according to the sketch. And I didn't realize until I was watching somebody else's video the other day that the bottom strip is a little bit 1/4 inch wider than the top strip. So keep that in mind. You can keep them the same if you want to. And I just happen to get lucky and get these people cut out. And I just have cut off their heads on the larger strip. I could have just left the strip the same size, but I wanted to, pretty much follow the sketch. All right, we've got those 2 pieces on. We'll go ahead and get that glued down to a card base. I hope you're enjoying KCC 18. We're coming up on June, the very last month, so you still have 1 month to get an entry in order to enter to win some of the prizes that our super sponsors and our sponsors have so generously donated for Kendra's card challenges. And we sure do have fun working with all the products from all the different sponsors. Really appreciate it because, first of all, we get exposure to new products, something we maybe have never used before, and we also get to share those products with you, which I think is really neat. Okay, so I'm pop this one up as well, and I'm going to aim the best I can, get that there in the center, or center adjacent, and then I'm going to place her down on that. I was thinking I might pop her up, but I changed my mind. So there's the me before, and I didn't do a shadow under that one. But I do have the little guy, and I'm trying to decide where to put him, and I ultimately decided to put him on the inside, because I felt like he was just too much with already the husbands and wives on the pattern paper. And then I'll take this little extra piece of scrap here and just glue it down just for a little inside decoration. And that's my 2 cards done using products from Scrappiness. I will have everything linked down below. Here's a close-up of the now me and sketch number 3. And then a close-up of earlier me with sketch number 14. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. Hope you like this video. If you do, please leave me a thumbs up. And check the description box down below for all the details. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me today and every day. And thanks for supporting my channel. And here's some still pictures to send you on your way. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.